They are ready, so we will begin in 3, 2, 1, fight. And see Drifter coming in, actually at a rather medium pace there. I know that bot can really go faster, but I think he's trying to make sure he lines up correctly as, oh, and already plastic coming off the side. Exactly as I thought it might. That's a very low undercutter. It's all, like almost getting under the wedges on Drifter, and that's not a high bot to begin with. So getting a good job of keeping it nice and low, making sure he can get under his opponent's armor and any wedges on the front. Both of them now trying to line up position. Drifter definitely having some trouble. You can see he does get underneath that weapon, that low wedge on the front working well, but something broken on the front there, the plastic, maybe something else, making it a bit difficult to drive in a straight line, so he's really having to compensate hard for that. Not easy to do with such a fast, nimble robot. You can hardly even tell where you're going before it happens. Hard hit there is that undercutter tipping off the thick titanium plate of that wedge. Not able to do a whole lot on it. You just see the white sparks coming off, but you can see he is getting under it, he's getting around it. So Flesh Wound is managing to take a couple of bites there, trying to line up a good hit, but the thing with the horizontal spinners is that weapon has a ton of momentum in it, so it's hard to turn it, and even just the speed up and down of the weapon will turn your whole body around, and then if you do get bounced around, you can see how it wobbles like crazy. So it's difficult to aim it at your opponent, but thankfully you've got the entire front half of your robot as one big weapon, so when you make contact, as we see there, ripping off a little piece of structure holding together that plastic onto the rest of the frame. Minute and a half still to go. Drifter gets under Flesh Wound, pushing over towards the blue hazard, or blue push out area. He's going to have to try and get him over to the other side of the arena there, and of course, that's not going to make that easy for him. He's not going to give him the opportunity. He'd rather rip him apart with his own weapon and stay somewhat in safety over this side. Ramps up on top of Drifter into the red hazard, tossed completely across the arena. Now he's an overcutter and is dragging pretty heavy on that plastic frame. Drifter comes over, almost manages to get him out. And banging off of the wall, managed to right himself. So Flesh Wound's back in it. Wasn't out for too long there. Nearly got himself pushed out. Dangerously close to that push-out area, though. And it looks like Sam's lining up to try and get that push as soon as he can. 50 seconds still to go. Lots of opportunity both ways, unfortunately for Matt. Once again, upside down with Flesh Wounds there. Trying to right himself. The Drifter's keeping the pressure on. With those spinners, they just hang in the air. It's always fun how that gyroscopic precession just keeps the whole thing righted like a bicycle wheel. Once again, getting back on his wheel, so Flesh Wound has an opportunity. 30 seconds to go. Hitting off of the wedge of Sam there, goes into him with Drifter, throwing him on the wall, falling back in. 20 seconds, and Sam nearly goes out as he gets flicked off of that hard spinning weapon, but manages to hold it in, comes back for another one. Now that whole plastic side has come off. 10 seconds still to go. Anybody could be disabled or pushed out at this moment, but it looks like we might be coming to a decision with 5 seconds still. 3, 2, 1, and time is up. That's the end of the match. Let's hear it both for Sam and Matt with Drifter and Flesh Wound. So this will go to a judge's decision. Judges have decided the win goes to Drifter. Congratulations, Sam.